Hello and good afternoon or good morning to everyone here. I hope everyone is good today. Thank you very much for joining us, or if you are watching on the recording on YouTube, good afternoon or good morning. So just wait a few minutes for everyone to join. Hopefully everybody can send in messages into our chat. We do have a Q&A session as well, run throughout the whole session as well. We have Margot as well, who some of you will know, our head of customer success here, who will be able to answer any questions that you guys may have today. We also have Jonas as well, who's co-hosting this webinar with me as well today, but I will let him introduce himself shortly. But no, look, we better get started. So no, look, thank you very, very much for joining us today. Of course, look, the topic today is let Parim simplify your summer events and avoid the hassle. And look, today we're going to cover, the events module, manager's mobile app, client access app, incidents module, and our new feature as well. So, of course, we have our everything set up now. But look, before we've got the everything over, I will hand over to Jonas, who will explain to you a bit more about some of our new features and some of our old features as well, and how you can best utilize them.
Yeah, thanks, Liam. Hi, everyone. Some of you maybe have already spoken to me in the past, so I'm an account manager at Parim, meaning that whenever you wish to speak to us, get some training, anything like this, I'm usually the person helping you out. And yeah, as Liam said, since summer is the time of events for a lot of our clients, we want to kind of revisit some of those functionalities that we've had for some time, and then a few new ones as well that we've just recently added. So first of all, I will go over the events module. We've already had it for quite a few years in our system, and I know that a lot of our clients are using it a lot. But just to kind of go over it again, maybe even if you have been using it, maybe you'll discover something that you weren't aware of previously. And just to have a look again. So let me just share the screen here. Okay. Here we go. I hope everyone can see my screen now. So the events module. Um, Events module, it kind of works on top of the scheduling in general. So if you've used Parim in the past, you would know that you normally do your scheduling on the schedule page. However, if you use the events module, events will act kind of as folders where you can tie several shifts in. So maybe you have an event that takes place over 2 or 3 days. You have maybe 50 shifts happening within that event. Then you can use the events module to later use it kind of in reports and easily find certain shifts that you did for certain events. That's the main kind of benefit of it, due to like the ease of reporting. And it also helps with pay and charge rules. So you can set up like event specific pay and charge rules in case, those might differ from event to event. We'll also go over how the jobs and shifts within events, how they can be filled, how they can be created, how you can create a new event, how you can import it, and then some reporting as well. So if you use the pay and charge functionality, there are some easy ways to kind of have a look at your margins and how well are you doing in terms of events. So first I'll jump into my Parim testing environment here. And to use the events module, you will have the option here. If you don't have the option there, it means you're not currently subscribed to that module, and you will be able to do that under subscriptions on this page. If you want to learn more about pricing or anything like this, definitely feel free to reach out to us and we can go over that. But at the moment, then I'm on the events calendar page, and I have a few events here, and they are color coded. So the past events are in this gray color, then current or future events, if they have been fully kind of filled, all positions, they are green, but if there are still some positions left to fill, they are in this kind of golden color. So we can have a look at one of the existing events that I have here. So Weekend Festival, if I open it, I will see the information about the event. So I will see the positions that have been created within the event and the job here as well. So not all of these positions are filled. Therefore, I can see here that there are some question marks next to the positions here. If I want to create new shifts within this event, I can just click on add, and then I can choose what position I want to create, how many people I want to put there, and the specifics of the position. And I can leave comments or shift notes to the person or the assignee as well. If I want to change an existing position, I can just click on it. So let's say in this case, I find out that I need only 4 security people instead of 5. So I can change that and save it, and it will be updated here. If I now go down, there is an option jobs as well. So a job, how it differs from a shift is that a job doesn't have like a specific start and end time. You do specify the date, but that can be like a week or several days as well. And there isn't like a specific start or end time. So it's more like a task that someone needs to fill. So let's say in this case, during this event, it's equipment loadout. We need someone to do it. I don't know if it's going to take half an hour or 4 hours, but I put the pay as fixed £100 for this. And whoever does it, they will get that £100 regardless of kind of how long it will take. And once it's done, they can just mark it as done. So that's kind of the difference between events and jobs. Now, when creating a new event, that can be done from the top right corner. So I click on add new event, and it will ask me to basically specify the parameters of the event. Now, the important part here is the bottom 3 options. So you have person's confirmation required for a new shift, show shifts, and approved. Person's confirmation required for a new shift. What it means is that if you create a shift and you assign it to a specific person, so they don't apply for the shift, but you just give it to someone, do you want them to additionally confirm that they accept it? This means that if it's enabled, I will give the shift to someone, I will publish it, and that person will receive a notification saying that basically there's a shift waiting for your confirmation. If they confirm it, it's a confirmed shift. If they reject it, it kind of becomes unassigned again. So that's what this means. Then show shifts. What this means is that are the open shifts available, like visible to the staff members? So if you allow your staff members to apply for shifts, then if this one is off, the staff members wouldn't be able to see the open shifts during this event. So maybe you still are in planning stages, want to create some of those open shifts, but don't want staff to immediately start applying for those, then you can keep this toggle off and enable it at a later time. And then approved means whether your admins, including yourself, can actually assign shifts to people. So if this one is off, the event is not approved, you try to assign the shift to someone, you will receive an error message saying that your event is not approved. Please make sure to do it. So when you create an event, this is the one that definitely needs to be enabled once you want to start giving shifts, and show shifts should be enabled if you want the staff to be able to see them and apply for them. Now, let's move on. So we went over the difference between shifts and jobs, and now on this event page, when you come here, by default, you are seeing the events calendar, but there are other views possible as well. So in the top left corner, you have the option calendar, event list, and finished events. If you click on event list, you will see the list of upcoming or current events that are happening. So you will see on the right hand side right away if an event has been, if it has been completed, in the sense that if you have filled all the positions that you had to, or if there are still some positions left to fill. Additionally, you can see if you have enabled the option show shifts for this event, meaning that the staff can see them if they are open, and if you have approved the event, meaning that you can give the staff some shifts yourself. If you click on an event, it also opens a slightly different view. So it looks like this. You can see the positions within the event. Actually, let me jump into this one here, so it has more positions. You will see all the positions on the left-hand side here, and you will see the people who have been assigned to these shifts. Additionally, on the right-hand side, you will see all your staff and if they are available or unavailable. And technically, then you could just drag someone from here and track them to a position, and that's how you can give them a shift as well. So that's one option, and you have the same options as on the calendar page. So event details, documents, notifications, things like this. Finally, I want to mention that you can do this from the schedule page as well. So if you go to the schedule page, you will still see all your event shifts here. So there's still normal shifts, therefore they will come up here. And if you enable the setting in calendar settings under system settings that you prefer to see the event name instead of the location name, you can right away see which event it is. If you click on it, you can see as well that this is for a specific event. And if you want to create a new shift within an event, you can do it from here as well. So if I start creating a new shift here, I can choose from the events that are happening during this week. So I don't necessarily need to do it from the calendar page. I can do it from this page as well. And that's really up to the user or the admin which way they prefer. So you can combine all of these as well. Now, going back to the events page, the final one I wanted to show is the finished events. So it looks very similar to the events list, but it just shows the events that have already passed. And then if you click on it again, it will show the specific view to you. Now, finally, I wanted to mention that you can access the event information on other pages as well in case you need to do some reporting. So one useful one definitely is under reports, the position coverage. Now, this one is available only to our premium subscription clients or enterprise clients, just so professional subscription clients would be aware. But here then you can see how much you're paying for certain events, how much you're charging for events, and what are the margins. So if I come to this report, by default, it's showing me current week. So let me choose, let's say, current month, for example. I can choose a filter to see only a specific event if I want to. So let's say I'll choose this one, and it will show me, it will group it together per event, but I can choose, let's say, no grouping, so I can see all the shifts happening during that event. I can see have I filled them, so in this case it's 100%, and what are the margins. So this one is really good, it's fully filled. If I take another one here like this one is not fully filled, so I can see that I have 37 total shifts, 26 of them are still open, meaning that I have filled 29% of them. And if I look at the financial data here, I can see that I'm planning to get a margin of £1,899 for this event in case I fill all the positions. But currently I've only allocated 29% of shifts. So currently my margin is only £567. So this can be really useful in having that kind of forecast of how we are currently doing. And as I said, this is a filter for a specific event, but you can have a look at all of them in one go. So let's say I group it by client, for example, current month, and I can see right away all the shifts that I'm doing, during this month and what the margins are. So that can be useful. And another one that some of the clients have benefited from is using the shift list. So if I go to shifts list, that page shows you all the shifts happening in your environment, whether they are event shifts or not, that doesn't matter. And you can use a filter again to see a specific event. So you can see right away how many open shifts you have, what positions you have. You can enable columns, disable columns, export the stuff, and so on. And finally, my colleagues reminded me, if you haven't used the event module in the past, then you will have a 30-day free trial available. So if you go to the subscriptions page and scroll down, this is where you will see the additional modules that are available to you. And if you haven't used the events module in the past, you will see here next to it saying 30 days of free trial left, meaning that you can activate it, you can test it out. After 30 days, the system would just deactivate it automatically. So it wouldn't be like you forget about it and it just keeps going, but it deactivates. And if you want to keep on using it, you can just reactivate it again. And then, we will start charging you for it. So that's regarding the events. Now, the next topic I want to go to is the Manager mobile app. So there is a mobile app available for both iOS and Android users, in the respective app stores. And that one can be used by managers, by staff, and even by clients, as Liam will show in a bit. But we'll first touch on the manager aspect of it. So in the mobile app, the manager cannot do everything they can do, in the web portal. So for, day-to-day work, normally you would still use the web portal. But if you do need to do some changes kind of on the go, you're not next to your computer, maybe you're on the site or on a festival or something, then you can still do some kind of critical things on the mobile app. So you will have the real-time view of the attendance, who has clocked in, who hasn't clocked in, who is late, and so on. You can create new shifts on the go, and you can assign people to existing open shifts on the go as well. You can review and approve timesheets, absences, you can review pay, and our new feature is that you can also view and search for documents. So I'll show that briefly, but Liam will touch on that more. And at the moment, then I will start sharing my mobile screen. Just a second here, just to demonstrate that side to you. Okay. And now I'm in the mobile app, so hopefully everyone can see this one. And at the moment, yeah, I'm logged in as a manager, and you can recognize that by the fact that I have these 5 icons in the bottom. So schedule, my schedule, time clock, people, and more. If I was a staff member, I would only see my schedule, time clock, and more. So if we go through them quickly one by one, I have this calendar view here, so I can click on the dates and I will see where are shifts happening on that date. So let's say I select the 28th. I can see that at Oxford Theatre, there are 13 open shifts, 1 job. There is 1 shift that is unpublished currently. If I click on it, I will see more information. So I will see what are the positions. I can collapse them as well. And I can see the job in the bottom here. So equipment loadout. So let's say I have the steward position, still 9 positions are open there. If I click on it, I can see who are the people currently assigned to these, and then I can assign new people here as well if I want to. So I click on assign person, it will show me the information about the shift. I can click on more info as well if I want to, but here then I can select who I want to assign to this shift. So it will show me the list of my staff, and it will also show who is available, who is unavailable, just so I would make sure that if I'm assigning a shift, I'm not taking someone away from another shift. So I can, choose a person here. I can choose, do I want to see their profile first, or do I just want to assign them? So let's say I assign them, and it asks also, do I want to publish the shift right away after assignment? So if this one is off and I click assign, it means that the person will not receive a notification right away about the fact that they got the new shift. So I can still change my mind without kind of confusing the person. However, if I click on publish after assignment, then the person will know right away that the shift has been given to them. So that's kind of the schedule page. Then from this page, sorry, I can also create a new shift. So I have this plus sign here. If I click on it, I have the option create new shift. So it will just ask me for the shift parameters as if I'm creating a shift, on the web portal. I can choose, is it for just a location or an event? So let's say I choose an event, I choose the event, and then I can choose the parameters of the shift, the position, how many assignees I need, do I want to assign them right away or not? So I can, if I just, select the number of assignees but don't assign anyone, then I can create the shifts, but they will be open shifts. So I can assign them later, or I can allow people to apply for those shifts. Or if I want to, I can assign all 5, right away. I do need to select like location and position and all that as well. But this means that, yeah, I can just do it on the mobile if I want to. Now, the next page is my schedule. So I'm a super admin. I don't have any shifts in Parim currently myself, but if I did, those would show up here. Then I have the time clock. So here it shows, again, the real-time overview of what is currently happening. So I have my own time clock, meaning that if I had a shift in my schedule, I could clock in here, but I don't currently. So instead I can see, how many shifts I have running. So I can see there are 3 shifts running. Let's say if I need to end one of these myself, like the person left the site, doesn't have internet connection, calls me, asks, hey, can I clock them out? I can, click on that person and I can clock them out myself. Then I can see who is late. So I can see Astrid is late here, hasn't clocked in. Again, I can click on it. Let's say I call Astrid. She, again, had some kind of a technical issue, cannot clock in. I can do it on her behalf here myself. And then it shows whatever is upcoming. So currently there's nothing upcoming there. Then I have the people tab. So here I will see all the staff that I have access to. So again, I'm a super admin, therefore I can see everyone in the environment. But if you were, let's say, a department supervisor, you would only see the people in your department. So I can click on a person, let's say here Astrid, so I can see their profile, including any qualifications that they have. I can see their schedule, so the upcoming shifts that they have. Let's see here. So yeah, upcoming shifts here. Then I can see their timesheets. So I can see the approved timesheets and I can see the pending timesheets. So if there were pending timesheets, I could approve them myself. Then I can see their absences. So I can add them an absence here as well from the plus sign in the corner if needed to. and I can see their pay. So upcoming pay and past pay periods. So I can have an overview of each person I'm kind of overseeing. And then finally, I have the option more. So this is the data relating to myself. I can see my own timesheets. I can request absences from myself or add absences to myself if I want to, change availability, pay, and documents. So the documents is the new feature that we have. If I click on it, I will see the documents that are available to me. So since I'm a super admin, I can see every document. But if I was, let's say, a staff member, I could see only the documents that have been made visible to me. And I can search as well. So let's say I want to search employment contracts. I type in employment, and then it will pull it up for me. Let's see here, just a second. Yeah, so it shows me everything kind of related to the employment phrase or word. Okay, so I'll stop sharing here. And as I mentioned before then, the mobile app is available for both managers and clients as well. And I believe, yeah, next, let me just go. So next I will give it over to Liam, who will go over the client access app and talk more about that. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you very, very much, Jonas, explaining that. So let me share my screen with you and show you about the client access app. Share. So everyone, obviously, look, we have the client access app, which we all know you speak to your clients kind of on a daily basis. So kind of helps you reduce the admin work and allows all your staff and all your clients to approve everything on the go. So automatically keeps clients up to date, reduces the admin work, lets clients approve timesheets on the go. And of course, they can view and search documents. So let me share my screen with you and show you exactly how it looks for your staff. Bear with me, share my screen. So with the client access portal. So here we go. This is exactly how it will look for your staff. So they can log into this completely. So of course, your business will pop up here. They have a full dashboard of all your running and upcoming shifts here. So we'll be able to see the events, the locations, who's on at where, if they're currently running, as we can see these are running now, and all the upcoming shifts as well. There's also an area where people can leave notes. So of course, if any of your staff have done a great job, they can easily leave notes there. They also have a full schedule of all the events that have popped up that have to do with you. So if we just click on a previous event, we can see all the positions that have been filled, the time, the charge rate, and everything else. And we can also see on our upcoming shifts. So if we click here, we can see all the staff and everything in there as well. The great thing about this as well is we can click on to some of the staff, some of your staff that you do give to your clients. We can see their name, their photo, and all your staff can see the right qualifications, the right training, and the right language skills. Of course, the details won't be passed over in terms of contact details. So this fully allows all your staff to understand who and when is coming to their event. One of the great things here as well is they can add an event as well. So if they do need to add any event, so let's say, for example, weekend festival, we will pop that in there. Just add the sector, we'll say it's events. They can add in the time as well. So we'll say it's 8 a.m. on the 28th. And let's say it's a 2-day event. We will do the same time, 8 till 7. Position definition required, we say yes. And then of course we can select the location that is associated with that client. And then of course we can add in a description, and they can also add in any staff members that they do need. So we will put that in at the same time. We'll say they need to arrive at this time. End date, we'll say the same again. We'll put it in for 11:45. And then we can also determine the amount of positions we need. And again, we can do this all over and put that in. Confirm, we just save that event. That comes straight to us in the admin portal side of things, and then we are in. We can also have your clients approve timesheets. So of all the timesheets and everything there with charge rate and everything in between, this can all be done by different locations, different dates, and everything in between there. And we also have any documents that do need to be sent over to yourself and your clients very, very easily. Again, this is a completely free service. So again, as we mentioned, you can literally just turn this on and have your clients, but also you can also have this turned off as well. So it's completely up to you whether or not you have your clients kind of have and view this type of information for you as well. Um, so that's the client access app. And again, that's easily turned on in locations for your clients. So if I just share my screen, so if we go to locations and we go to clients here, we click on a client and we can see easily where we can just turn this on and off for them. So on to our next module. So the incidents.
Okay, so at the moment I'm signed in as an employee to the mobile app, so you can see that there are those three options at the bottom of the screen now. And if I go to time clock, I'm logged in as an employee. The clock is currently going, meaning that I have actually clocked into the shift as an employee, and then I will have an option here, report incident. So this means that you do need to have the incident module, incident reporting module enabled for your environment as well. So if I click on report incident, it opens up this new incident form for me. So the employee can fill it out, several times during the shift, and then it asks for a bunch of information here. Liam, do you want to talk through this yourself?
If you could, for now, Jonas, please, because I think I'm just having a bit of trouble with my laptop at the moment.
Okay, well, you can troubleshoot then. In the
Yeah.
meantime, I'll show how it kind of works on the mobile. So for a new incident, you put the title. So if you're an employee, use an employee, then you choose the severity. So low, medium, high. So these are both required items, as it says there. Then there's the category. The categories can be customized by you. So these are kind of the default ones that we put into the system, but you can change them. You can, add or remove them if you wish. So let's say the employee chooses the category, then they choose the incident date and time. So I mean, which time you want the employee to specify as an incident can go for some time. That's kind of up to your policy. Then you can add photos to the incident form. So you can either access your phone's gallery to use an existing photo, or you can access the camera to take a photo and attach that to the incident. So it will be visible to the admins. Then you can choose who was involved. So, these are the options available, and you can choose several ones as well. And then there are, additional fields like police badge, ID, or description, things like this. And then once everything is chosen, the employee can save that incident. And as said, the form is customizable, meaning that you can make changes as an admin in the admin portal, and then that will become visible. So maybe I can actually display that as well. So let me just close the mobile screen. Okay. And then at the top here, you have the option incidents as an admin. So if I click on that, I have three options here: active, inactive, and settings. So active shows the incidents that I have received, but that haven't been kind of reviewed by an admin yet. So they are still in status received. And there are inactive ones that have been marked as closed. And then you have your incident settings. So you can choose your incident reporting even enabled or not. Then you can choose and change the categories. As I mentioned, you can click on an existing category as well and just change it if you wish to. And then you have custom fields that you can add. So these just get added to the incident form. So things like who was involved, were the emergency services called, police badge ID, description. You can choose the type. So, can the employee select multiple items? Do they need to select yes or no? Do they need to enter a certain piece of information, and whether that's number or text? So you can keep adding those fields if you wish. But let's say the incident has been reported by an employee. So that will come up under active incidents, and you will see more information about it if you click on it. So if you click on it on the right hand side, it will open up the information for you. So you can see what was the title of the incident as given by the staff member, what is the current status. So this one can be changed by you, and that determines under which tab it kind of appears. So if it's received, it will be under active. The same for escalated, but if you reject or close it, then it goes under inactive because it's not active anymore. Then you have the severity, so low, medium, high. You have the category, and again, you as an admin, you can make changes to this. So even if the staff member selected something, let's say they put the severity as low, but you decide that actually it's not low, it's high, then you can change it yourself and save it. You can see who was the person who reported it, what was the incident time, yeah, who was the client location. So that information comes from the shift on where it was reported, and yeah, who was involved, description, and then in notes that you want to add. So as I said, the information comes from the shift, and it's important to remember that the incidents can only be reported during active shifts. So if the staff member is not currently clocked into any shifts, they will not be able to report any incidents. Therefore, they must do it during the shift. If there was an incident that happened, they have to report it before they clock out, because once they've clocked out, they wouldn't have an option to do it anymore. And then from your side, you can also export that as a CSV, if you need to share it with the client or the police or something, and you want to have it in this, widely accepted form, or you can also, generate the PDF of it. So you can download it to your computer, and then you will be able to see all of that in this kind of form as well, along with any photos that have been added to it. And as I mentioned, yeah, the incident reporting, that is an additional module that can be enabled under subscriptions. And like with events, if you haven't used the incidents reporting module before, you will have a 30-day free trial here. So you can just test it out, see, does it work for you? Because, our clients have come up with their own flexible ways of using it as well, not necessarily even only for security incidents, but different ways. So the important thing to remember here is that you can customize those fields, you can customize those categories. So if that's something you might need in your business, even if you're not doing security, it's definitely worth testing out for free for that 1 month. Now let's jump back here. I want to check. I think Liam had some issues with the with his computer, so let me just jump back to the presentation. So we had the incident module. So yeah, these are topics that we went over. Next, then let's go over docs on mobile as well. So this is the kind of the newest feature that we introduced. That was last week, I believe, and it's one that has been requested by a lot of our clients. So hopefully it will make your jobs and your staff's jobs a lot easier. And how it works is basically the same way like the docs on the web portal. So you will have access to the same documents that you have access to when you are in the web portal. So if you go to someone's profile, let's say in Parim, you click on a person and you click on their docs, you will see the documents that have been uploaded to their profile here. And then you will see documents that are visible to all employees anyway, including this employee. Therefore, it means that these documents are also visible to them in the mobile app. But the document that has been uploaded specifically only to this person's profile, it will not be visible, to any other employees. Additionally, you can review your documents under the General Documents tab. So if you're a super admin, you can see all the documents in your environment here. And as I showed before when I was sharing my screen on the mobile, you can search for a specific keyword. So let's say you're looking for some kind of a contract. You can type that in, and you will be able to see any documents that contain the word contract. And on the right-hand side, you will see, is that a document linked to a specific person, for example, or it could be linked to a specific client or location as well. So let's say if we go to clients and I click on a client's name, then it will show here as well what documents have I uploaded to the client and what documents are visible to all clients in general. So when Liam showed before the client web portal, they do have access to documents as well. So you can share the information with them, or they can share information with you. And if we jump back to the main documents tab here, it shows here on the right hand side as well if any of the documents are visible to either all clients or all employees or both. and this can be changed just by clicking on that. So let's say there is a client contract for a specific client. I have made it visible to all employees. If I click on it, now it's not visible to all employees anymore. So it would only be visible to that client and my admins. Then if I want to make it visible to all clients for some reason, I can click on it like this, and that makes it visible to all clients automatically. And I can easily change those permissions here. And yeah, as I showed before, it's possible to see the documents in the mobile app as well. So if I quickly do one more screen share here, I'm logged in as the employee Astrid. So this is the employee's mobile app. You can see the three options at the bottom. And if the employee clicks on more and clicks on documents, then the employee can see the documents, as I said, that have been either uploaded to their profile and made visible to them, or that have been uploaded to the general documents area or anywhere else, but that have been made available to all employees. And here they can also search for documents. So, if there's a lot they need to go through, then that can make it easier for them. So also just to note, at the moment yet, it's not possible to upload documents from the mobile app. So currently the feature is limited to only viewing them in the mobile app. Hopefully, maybe it's something we might look into in the future, but at the moment, this is the scope of what we have released here. Let's just close this one. Those were the topics that we wish to cover. So events module, which is relevant during the summer, manager mobile app, which can be, again, very helpful during events when you're not in the office, when you're on the go, but need to make quick changes. Then there's the client access app, giving your clients access to Parim. There's incidents module, which you can test out for free for 30 days and either use it for security incidents that happen during your shifts or any other kind of sort of incidents that might happen during a staff member shift that should be reported to an admin. And finally, a Docs on mobile, which was just released. So definitely feel free to test out all of these functionalities. Reach out to us in case you have any questions about any of these. If you want us to run you like a personal demo about any of these, again, feel free to just reach out. I'm sure we can arrange like a quick meeting for that. And then, yeah, we also have a bunch of help articles about all of these topics in our help center if you want to kind of learn it at your own pace. But yeah, as I said, support@parim.co is the email address or our online chat where you can write to us. And at the moment, I'm just going to quickly check. Do we have any questions posted as well? Oh, sorry, don't see any questions here. Let's leave it open for a few more minutes. So if anyone has any questions about the topics we discussed today, there is a Q&A option at the bottom of the Zoom webinar. So you can click on that and you can write any questions that you have, and Margot and I will do our best to answer this. And then, yeah, I would say that if we don't have any questions in a few minutes, we will close this webinar. But thank you everyone for joining. I hope you have a lovely summer with a lot of events, and yeah, let's stay in touch. Thank you. Bye.